Hello everyone, welcome to Low-Code FX. In this video, we are going to develop a calendar view inside Canvas app. For that, I will add one vertical container. Yeah, x0, y0, width, parent width, then height, parent height. Yeah, inside this container, I will add 3 vertical containers. Yeah, let me copy it. Yeah, and one more horizontal container. So I will set height of these 3 containers to 60. Yeah, in first container I will add text. Width will be parent width. Container align center vertical and horizontal. Then I will set this text in the middle. Text would be calendar view. I will make it bold and font size 20. Yeah, here I will add horizontal gallery. Yeah, this one. Template size I will set it to parent dot width divided by 7. Inside it I will add one text. Yes, make it center. Yeah, now the gallery data source I will set it to calendar weekdays short bracket close. Yeah, and this text will be this item dot value. So we have got 7 weekdays. Apply, yeah, dark one, and text color property I will set to white. Font size 18. Yes, let's make it flexible height. Yeah. In below gallery I will need one vertical blank gallery here. Yes, and we have 7 columns, and in order to decide how many rows we need to display the calendar, so basically if we consider 31 days and start from Saturday, then it will cover around 6 weeks. So 6 into 7 is equal to 42. So we will need 42 blocks. I will set this layout to block ones. Set height width to parent width. Yes, remove padding. Perfect. Then I will set a wrap count of this gallery to 7. Yes, remove this image. Perfect. Height I will set it to 90. Let's insert one text here at the top. Yeah, in the data source I will pass sequence of 42. We need 42 blocks. Here in the text I will use this item dot value. So we have got 42 blocks. Let's add padding left like 10 and make it font size 18 and make it semi bold. Yes, now we need to set one variable on visible of this screen. So I will set var current date comma, I will use date function, and first one is year. I will refer to today's function to get the current year. Next would be month, use the same thing, month of today, and as I want the first date of each, means current date, so I will pass 1 here, so it's nothing but first day of this month. I will refer this variable here. So in item property I will use for all sequence value plus I will add that current date. So here I need to jump from another screen to this screen to load this current date. Now you can see the date, and in this text I will use, instead of this value I will use day. I need day of this particular date. So yes, so it starts from second, and in order to bring the align the dates with the weekdays, we need to subtract weekdays of this current date. Yeah, now you can see it's appearing at the right place. Now I want to change the color of the dates which are not from this month. For example, after 31st it starts the next month. I want to grade out this, so let's add that filter here in the color property of this text box. If month of current date is equal to month of this item dot value, then color dot black, else color dot light gray. Yeah, you can see now this got grayed out. Perfect. Now I need to display the current month over here at the title, so let me just quickly change text. I will concat it with this text, and I will use text function to extract date from this variable bracket close and concat with bracket again. So we got March here. Now I need two buttons here to change the month, so let me add a button. Yes, I will set height and property same 32. Then I will make it icon only, and I will use this icon, left arrow. Yes, I will copy the same and paste in same container. This time the icon would be opposite. Perfect. Align this container center and add gap of 20. Yes, I will select both and use color palette to this. Now on click of this left arrow I will set this date, where current date to end date, year, perfect, comma, month of variable, but this time I will reduce it by 1 and day will be 1. So left arrow will reduce month by 1, bracket close. Perfect. Copy and use it in the another icon. This time it's +1. Perfect. Let's test. April, May, June. If you see here, it starts here and ending at last, so that means we need 6 weeks, maximum 6 weeks to cover all the dates. Consider one use case. Let's for example, if we have a collection of tasks, it's nothing but collection of task name, start date and end date. I will refer this to here. So in the gallery I will need one more horizontal nested gallery. Perfect. I'll make it like in item property of this I will apply filter to this collection and start date less than equal to this item dot value and end date greater than equal to this item dot value, comma I need task name. Perfect. And in this horizontal gallery I will add, so let's set template size first. So this time this is nothing but parent. Let's remove padding of this, make it 0. In this nested gallery I will add one text. Yeah, this item dot task name is fine. Align this center, yes, make it 13. Apply background color as light one. I need to jump from another screen to this screen to collect that data. Perfect. Let's test out. So we have got this task here as per the start date and end date. If I click on next, yes, now I want to highlight the current date. So let's add one in the parent gallery. I will add one rectangle, yes, x0 y0 width will be parent dot template width and height will be parent dot template height. Make it transparent color, yes, and in border property I will use border thickness, yes, I will use one logic like if this item dot value is equal to today, then it will be 2 comma 0. Yeah, so it will highlight the current date here. Yeah, one more thing, I will add year as well. So dash yy here. So if I go back to December, it should change to 25. Perfect. So yeah, so this is how we can build a calendar view inside Canvas app. Thank you so much. Subscribe for more videos.